Good morning, good morning. So what we're doing today, we're doing scalp micropigmentation. Um, this is considered a touch-up session. He previously had an SMP done by another provider. So we're trying to make sure that we're able to blend in some of the previous work. And one of the things that I could tell you about the previous work is that the impressions were is a little bit too big than his natural hair follicle um, density. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to pretty much conceal that and make sure that it looks less noticeable. And so yeah, so today we're gonna focus mostly on the crown area. We're also gonna be working a little bit on the hairline. Usually, what happens when you get SMP done, a lot of artists that are starting, a lot of artists that they just most people just care about the hairline, but in reality, in order for the procedure to look as undetectable as natural as possible, you have to make sure you work all around it and be able to blend in within the hairs in order for people not know that you have SMP. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're trying to make sure that we're able to conceal that area. Um, we're able to work on some of those impressions that are a little bit too big so we can diffuse that. I see we have quite a few people here already. Can you guys let us know where you guys from? You can either put the flag emoji or um, can you share the city or town you're in? I'd like to know. I see somebody saying good evening. Right now we're here in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's early in the morning, about 10 a.m. For those who doesn't know where's North Carolina, we're actually in the United States. Florida, oh, nice, nice. England, amazing. Thank you for watching. This is a procedure for people that are suffering of hair loss. Um, as you can see, the hairline. This is essentially a hair tattoo. Because of the previous work, it just looks, it stands out to a lot. So we're trying to make sure that it looks natural, that we're diffusing some of this bigger impressions that you see on here. But this is actually I believe it's our third session. Is that right? Third session? Florida in the house. I see. What part of Florida you're from? Anybody else? Put your flag or emoji or the city you're in or state if you're in the United States. I'd like to know. And also make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means the world to me to get subscribers into our channel, because what we talk about hair loss, we talk about a lot of great things. We show a lot of work. Um, Besides scalp micropigmentation, we also performs a hair transplant, and so we like to guide our patients, our clients that are interested in getting information. We educate every single person that comes in, and we like to make sure that they understand the process, they understand the expectations. It is really important to know that, I mean, in any procedure or surgery that you're trying to obtain, the main thing that I tell everybody, it's about the consultation. How is the relationship that you were able to obtain with the doctor or the technician or the professional that's taking care of your consultation? And make sure not fall into just knowing the price. The price is important because you want to make sure that You know, it's doable. You want to make sure that you can afford it, obviously, but at the same time, you want to know about the quality of the procedure that you're getting. That way, you're not you know, you want to make sure that the expectations you're getting is what you're paying for. And there's been a lot of misunderstanding for a lot of people that are getting, you know, SMP or getting hair transplants, that they think or they believe that it's going to work, and in reality, for some might not be a good candidate to receive either of those procedures. Scalp micropigmentation has been a procedure that's been around for many years now, since 2005. It actually started in England, and it became really popular about 5 years ago, when you start noticing a lot of celebrities getting it done. However, since SMP is one of the procedures that there's not a lot of rules and regulations, there are a lot of people that are doing it without the knowledge, the proper knowledge to um, create natural results. So for you, it might sound crazy just to think about SMP or to think about hair tattoo, but in reality, it's one of the best options that nowadays doctors are actually considering, and are offering it to their patients, because they know that when it comes to hair loss, that's one thing that it goes along with what we're doing, because hair loss is it's there's not a cure for hair loss. So there are treatments to prevent hair loss from happening, but a lot of times for some patients, then do not work, or they just don't do the proper treatment because of lack of knowledge, because of lack of resources. So you know, SMP has become really popular because a lot of people don't really want to be um, in medication for life. So that's one of the most important thing about hair loss, is that, you know, if you're suffering of, let's say, androgenic alopecia, which is the male and female pattern baldness, you want to make sure that, you know, you're taking medications from, you know, accordingly. So a lot of us don't want to be on meds because of the side effects. Side effects could happen to some people, but not everybody. But just, you know, some of the things that you read online can be really scary, and a lot of people tend not to take anything. And when somebody actually take action to try to find a solution for their hair loss, a lot of times it's too late to recover their hair loss. So that's why SMP is one of the best options, because, you know, you can restore your hairline without having to take any medications. Um, I'm not against it, and I'm not with medications. I'm pretty neutral, because I know for some people it does work, and for others does not. Every case is different, and you want to make sure that you um, don't compare yourself to the next person that you see online, because a lot of times it will not be the same. Your case might be a little bit different, and you want to make sure that you're getting help by a professional. Exactly. So once again, guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you, if you guys have any questions, if you guys know anybody that are suffering of hair loss, feel free to share this video. I'll be glad to talk more about hair loss for free. Any questions or any um, you know, concerns you have, feel free to comment here. I see here people are asking what's going on here. So what we're doing scalp micropigmentation. So this is a form of a tattoo. We're replicating hair follicles into the scalp. Our client previously had an SMP done before by somebody else. Some of the impressions were a little bit too big. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to diffuse that. We're trying to make sure that we're able to blend it and make sure that those impressions doesn't look as big as how I see them here. Um, if I mean, even somebody that doesn't know anything about the process, they might not be able to tell that it's big. But since I've been in the industry for so long, and I've been doing this I've been in the hair industry for longer than 15 years. You know, I can really tell. But if somebody that's just walking, you know, somebody in public, they will not really tell. They can't really tell if it's, you know, good work or bad work. They will say that it's good work because it does give you that shadow. It does give you that 5 p.m. shadow that essentially we're looking for to obtain after getting SMP done. Once again, can you guys put where you guys are from? I want to know. You know, you can put your country flag or the state or the city that you're in. I'd like to know where you guys are coming from. And once again, make sure you like this video. This is really important to me. Liking this video doesn't cost anything. If you guys, you know, don't mind, please, I would truly appreciate it. I would truly thank you guys for watching and understanding that, you know, I'm trying to make sure that I'm providing great information for those that are suffering of hair loss. Because I knew, like, I started losing my hair when I was 18 years old. Back then, I didn't have the resources I have now and the knowledge. So I want to help those people that are still, that have time, that still can do something about it. You can get information for free. So this right here will help me if you guys subscribe, if you guys like this video. Okay, I see the U.S. flag. What state are you in? California. Okay, we have a location in California as well. It's actually in the LA area, Rancho Cucamonga. So if you know anybody in that area that's suffering of hair loss, feel free to send me a message. We can definitely contact and help you with giving you a consultation. Exactly. I'm not only the doctor, I'm the patient. Yeah, because I do have it done myself as well. For those that doesn't know, I actually have um, hair transplant on my beard and I have SMP on my scalp. So whenever people come in and they meet me, they know who I am. They see that I have the procedure done. So I mean, I believe in this procedure because it definitely changed my life, and I'll be able to change your life the same way how it did to me. This is actually a boost of confidence, and it does help you physically and mentally if you're suffering of hair loss. Because hair loss for some people, it's you know, it could be a burden in your life. It could definitely affect your daily life. For some people, it might not be a big deal, and that's okay. But for those that feel uncomfortable about hair loss, that feel um, you know, that have that those that are feeling, you know, sad, depressed about hair loss, like, you know, this right here is the way to go because it can definitely help you. So everybody takes problems differently. So for some might not be as big of a big, you know, as big of a deal, but for most of us it is. We're located in we are located in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're right here by the airport, so it's easy access if you're coming from out of town. We're about 5 minutes away from Greensboro Airport. And we also have another location in California, in Southern California. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel once again. Like this video. Any questions, please feel free to comment below. A lot of people like to watch this video because of the buzzing sound. So it's very therapeutical. I can't really mention that. Um, so yeah, they like to see from start to finish, and I've noticed that it's very addicting to see this procedure being done. It seems like it's painful, but it's actually not. How do you rate it from 1 to 10?
Uh, Maybe about a 2. It's not bad at all.
About a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 out of 10. That's good. Okay, see what's he doing? We're doing scalp micropigmentation. It's a form of a hair tattoo. So we're replicating hair follicles for those that are on those areas that are thinning, so we can make sure that it looks fuller. For he lets his hair grow a bit, maybe with the half guard on the top and the sides. He does a fade, so it does conceal that area. Also, it takes about 3 sessions to complete this procedure, in in between 5 to 15 days apart. And what we do is we try to schedule about a week apart, more than likely, and about 3 to 4 weeks we're able to finish the whole procedure. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, Victor E, um, SMP.Victor E on Instagram, you're able to see all of the work that we've done. We also perform hair transplants for those who are suffering of hair loss that would like to gain hair. I am really particular on the patients that we choose to perform hair transplants, because a lot of times people they have a lot more hair loss. The hair loss is severe, and you have to go through a consultation to make sure that you are a candidate for the procedure. We want to understand your expectations first and foremost. This procedure does not hurt. This procedure is pain. It could be pain free. We do sometimes apply numbing for those that feel discomfort. So we typically use topical numbing for those who are really concerned about the pain. We want to make sure that you're comfortable as possible. So it's pain free and the maintenance is really low. You don't have to take any medications. So typically what you see that it's dark, but once this heals, it looks just like a hair follicle. So this process takes, you know, about 2 weeks for the pigment to heal. For it to heal completely, usually about a month to 6 weeks. But you'll be able to tell how it heals in 2 weeks. You can, if you like, you can go to my website, scalpmicroproclinic.com. Send me a message through there, or you can subscribe to my channel. Feel free to send me a message. We also have, I'm gonna put my direct line, the direct phone number. So if you guys have any questions in regarding to our services, feel free to reach out. You can text or you can also give us a call. Once again, okay, you guys, I would like to know where you guys are from. Put your flag, state you're in. If you haven't liked this video, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you'd like to know more information about hair loss, about what we do. You might not experiencing hair loss right now, but you might experience hair loss in the future. So you want to make sure that you get the right information from the right provider. So we offer hair transplants and we offer hair treatments as well for those who needs to restore their hair and to be able to have a healthy hair and scalp. All right, guys. So, if you guys have any questions regarding to SMP hair loss, I also would like to know where you guys are from. You guys can put your country, the flag, the emoji, or if you're in the United States, what state are you in? What city? Make sure you subscribe or like my channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or like my video. This is scalp micropigmentation. This is one of the procedures that we offer here in Greensboro for those who are suffering of hair loss, for those that doesn't want to have any type of um, treatment after the procedure, like a hair transplant. Keep in mind that if you do a transplant, you have to, unless if it's only cosmetic, you have to be on medication. I got a little quiet because I'm actually working on blending, going into his existing hair to make sure that it looks uniform. The previous work that he had with somebody else didn't really do anything in this regard, so we want to make sure that we're providing good quality service. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them here in the comment below. Also, would like to know where you guys are from. You guys can say the city, state, or country you're in. Like this video. This is really important, guys. Make sure you like this video. I definitely I would appreciate your support. It doesn't cost anything to just click like, you know. So if you guys are interested in knowing more information, feel free to send me a message. You can comment. I could give you my phone number. Um, Vatican City. That's awesome. Ireland. Good, good. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for stopping by this live. That's a great question. How often does it have to get a hair tattoo touched up? Usually 3 to 5 years. That's typically the amount of time. This procedure tends to fade away over time. So like depending on your lifestyle, if you're an active person, you know, you might need a touch up every 3 years. Um, our skin tends to change over time, tends to be a little bit more transparent. So so that has a lot to do with it as well. The pigment ratio that we use is usually conservative. We want to make sure that it looks natural. We want to make sure that once you know, because we're not getting any younger, so we want to make sure that we are doing this procedure for longevity. A lot of you guys have questions and you're writing like, hey, this is a hair tattoo, so is it gonna be just like a tattoo? No, it's not. There's a little bit of a difference. I say a hair tattoo because for you guys to understand, but the actual procedure itself is a little bit different than a traditional tattoo. Because we don't go as deep as a tattoo. We don't use the same uh, pigment ratio or the same ink. So everything is customized to specifically to create follicle impressions. But we're still under the same umbrella as a tattoo, just because of the fact that we're implementing pigment into the skin. So that's like the only thing that relates to traditional tattoo. The needle machine, everything is the same. Nothing changes. You're still hearing the buzzing sound. The needle, I mean, you can get tattoo needles, but you have to know which ones to use because you can't just use a 1 point needle. You have to use a different size, different gauges, depending on the amount of depending on the follicle, how big the follicles are, and also depending um, on the texture of the skin, obviously. New Jersey, Romania. I've actually been to Romania. I was in Botched. I was actually teaching about this procedure. I got invited to a conference in the state of Romania, really beautiful city. New Jersey, awesome. You're about 3 hours flight. We'll say about 10-hour drive. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe. I'm about to head out pretty soon. I'm gonna leave you guys with my phone number, the office phone number. That way you guys can reach out to me. If you guys have questions, I'll be glad to teach you more about this. Once again, I want to hit 100 likes. If you guys can like this video, I would definitely appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe once again. I will see you in the next one.